When I was growing up in school, man, nobody had to tell me that I had to be straight. I just knew. Now you got like I have a little daughter, little 6-year-old daughter, and I have to tell her that she has to be straight now.
She has to be, or what?
If she was born straight, she would be straight. No.
Exactly.
But these are people who were born and identifying as in a different way.
So you think that people are born gay?
Of course.
You don't think it's taught?
I don't. I mean, my friends who are gay were born gay.
I think it's taught.
So is racism taught, or are you born racist?
I don't know the answer to that question. I'm not a social scientist at all.
This is so dumb. Your sexual orientation is what you like, and that is a fabric of your identity, your human nature. Whereas racism, sexism, homophobia is taught. That is a social prejudice that is reiterated through human behavior. Like, it's so stupid. It is not an argument. But watch as he just seeks validation from others for his crap.
Let's get him in it. Are you taught racism, or are you
You're taught. You're taught that.
You're taught racism,
Yeah.
so you're taught gay, right?
My grandma used to tell me that she loved Nick. Everybody should own one.
Exactly.
But I'm not racist. I have many friends that
I'm
are.
not racist either, but I think that I'm not going to get into that. We're talking about gays right now.
Yeah.
You're taught gay and you're taught racism.
Yeah.
It's taught.
Yes.
What do you say to the people who were born gay?
They're not born gay. They're taught.
Girl, then how do I exist as a gay person? Because let me tell you, it certainly was not taught to me. And he also debunked his own argument. Listen.
Nobody had to tell me that I had to be straight. I just knew.
And nobody told me I had to be gay. Like what? You think it only works in one way, not in reverse for other people with other identities? Whether you're bisexual, pansexual, transgender, non-binary. And there's this huge problem with sexuality and identity as something that is taught. And before we get into that, let's just watch the rest of the clip.
They're indoctrinated by this government that they got going right now. That's
Yes.
why we need Trump.
Yes.
That's why we need Trump.
Yes.
What would Trump do about the gay issue?
You already heard what he did, or what he will do.
What will he do?
Get it out of the schools. He doesn't think it's right, and it's not right.
No.
Get it out of here.
He doesn't think being gay is right?
So this
It's not right. I didn't say that.
But
Trump said it's...
transgenderism is a crime. Parents that transgenderize their children should be put in prison.
It's a mental illness.
There's a lot of projection going on here. And so I've created this list of 4 big takeaways that we can discuss so we can digest all of this crap. Number 1, historically and up until today, sexuality has been something that is taught or endorsed, but it's the other way around. It is straight ideology shoved down the throats of gay people. Don't believe me? All right, let's dive deeper. In schools, why is it that we only see love in fairy tales talked about a story between man and woman? You have the beautiful prince and the princess, her beautiful hair, his strong courage, rescuing her from a tower. Why is it that in every single book you only hear love discussed between man and woman? And then now you're like getting upset now that we mention, oh, by the way, there's also other people that don't fit that mold. Oh my God, you're shoving it down our throats. Could it be that maybe the reason why gay people or trans people have had to come out is because we're having to reveal, actually, we don't feel that way? Number 2, teaching that gay and trans people exist is not pushing that ideology onto other people. I, as a white person, have learned that Black people, Asian people, Hispanic people exist, but that is not teaching me to endorse an ideology of being Black, Asian, or Latino. Teaching that something exists is not forcing you to try and adopt that. Because again, sexuality is not something that you are taught. It is something that is revealed underneath in the fabric of your human existence. It is your courage to be your authentic self regardless of that identity. And number 3, going to your nonsense argument argument. Racism is taught, same as homophobia, reiterated through nonsense crap talking points in far right-wing media that you continue to use without your conscious understanding of it. Those isms, racism, sexism, homophobia, transphobia, all of those are social prejudices that are taught. Your identity in revealing who your authentic self is, regardless of whether you're straight, gay, trans, that is the courage to be your authentic self. And lastly, number 4, you're making this anti-freedom argument, not allowing people to truly live their authentic selves and their lives. What? It's a very anti-life argument. Did you all know that there is a higher suicide rate amongst LGBTQ youth than straight youth? And take that also, it's even higher for people of different racial minorities, whether you're Black, Asian, Latino, and even if you are trans, it goes even further. So it's a very anti-life argument for you to try and erase the existence of other people and claim that it is shoving it down our throats when we're just asking for pure equality. It's giving when a whole bunch of white folk were angry when schools integrated. Yes, I'm saying that. It is giving this idea of, oh my gosh, it's going to give bad impressions. It's going to rub off. It's going to be dangerous for our children. Okay, so now that LGBTQ people are starting to get a little bit more visibility, freedom, and equality, and just now mentioning that we exist, all of a sudden we're shoving it down your throat. Also, please stop saying that, because it is a very vivid graphic and you're the one making it perverted. The big takeaway is this is a lot of projection. They're doing a lot of the exact same things that they claim to be condemning. And also, I'll say this as a gay person. Most of the biggest homophobes that we have seen in media often have skeletons in their closet. And see, this is why gay people can't have nice things, because they ruin it for the rest of us. Also, I have a personal experience. Come from a very Christian conservative family. They used to be very homophobic. And that's when I became, in my early years, very homophobic. That's because I was hiding who I was as a form of trying to protect myself, and to shift suspicion of me being gay, I became one of the biggest homophobes. And then once I learned and to accept and understand and foster empathy and critical thinking, then I had a personal transformative metanoia and learned to embrace my true authentic self as something that is beautiful. And I don't care what your identity is. Be your authentic self. I have so many straight friends who try to phase of different pronouns or different sexuality, and they're like, no, I'm straight. That's great. You be you. Celebrate you. Why do people have to dumb other people down by trying to fearmonger about their existence? Just leave people alone. Leave them alone. My name is Scott Johnson. You can find more of me on my YouTube and on my TikTok, which are both in the description box below. I do some pretty awesome content, just saying. Of course, that's a biased statement, but you should definitely go and check it out. But most importantly, make sure to subscribe to this channel and click that little bell for notifications so you can see more from awesome content creators like myself and other hosts. And I hope you have a fantastic, incredible, and awesome day.